Alright, let me get this music turned down real quick here. There we go. Alright. We're back again for another stream and or video, depending on if you're watching the VOD. Today, we are planning on working on kind of what we were working on Monday, doing some of the terraforming in the ice area, and then we'll also... Ooh, I forgot to turn that off. Hold on. Forgot to turn off replay mod. Let's get that turned off so that that's not hogging resources. Anyway, we're going to be working on terrain in that snow area over here, and then we might also be doing some... We might make some trees, and we might do some structures in the coral dungeon area. Kind of just depends on where we get to and what we end up feeling like doing today. Just get my bearings real quick here and we can get on with the building. Okay. I guess I have to decide as well if I want to put ice on the diamond blocks here or not. I think I do for some of it at least. So let's go. This block. Mask diamond. And if we end up changing this later, then we'll end up changing it later. But I think that I want to stick with the design choices we have in other parts of it. And so I think we're going to make at least some of this be ice wall. Excuse me. Some of this area is going to be a bit tricky to figure out just because, ooh, that area could use some smoothing. Must have missed that spot on Monday. Yeah, but the problem is that I don't want this full thing to be ice here, so we might have to do some form of transition there. We'll make it work. Made it work in the past, do it again. But I just think this will help make it a bit more cohesive to go ahead and make it ice. If it doesn't quite match up with everything, that'll be alright. But we also still have the option to change it if it turns out that we don't like it, so. Plenty of options, that's for sure. So because we're doing ice caves in the lead up, we're going to have to make sure that we at least get part of this area, but I think we're probably just going to do this whole thing. Because the point is that it's supposed to be ice caves, so... Okay, got all that. Then we gotta bring out this lovely thing. Which allows me to put snow blocks directly under all the redstone here. Except under the lapis blocks, but that is intentional because I want more ice showing on those areas, so. I'm also eventually going to have to worry about powdered snow as well, because that's definitely something that I would want to put in this area in particular. Actually, hold on. Not that one. This one. Okay, good. I do have my continuity enabled. Could not remember if I'd actually turned that on. Alright, got that. Then we move to mask redstone block. And we get this whole thing covered. Goodness, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. I can't. Never fun when that happens. Alright. Let's check and make sure we got most of that. Looks like we did. We'll do our stone mixture next. Let me check and see what that actually is real quick, though. Is that tube? Yeah, tube. Super stone, andesite, dead, tube, coral block. Get that textured in. Really help. Goodness, failing English today. Really help the mountainscape actually come to life once we get this done. So. Much nicer. Then we're going to add packed ice, and shrink this to 5 so that we can do a transition period here. in the texturing. And then we'll just bring this one back in, fill that in. Ice and ice 20. And get all of this filled in. And it looks like we missed a spot of diamond here, so let's go ahead and fill that in real quick, just so I don't have to come back around. And we will do a brief review after we finish this section. See what we think, and if we decide if we really want to stick with this being ice. Which I'm thinking we do. It is a bit heavy with the ice, but I think that it fits in real well, so I think that's what we're going to stick with. That is a pretty nice background there, too. Loving that. Alright, now we are going to close. Actually, let's see what's its orientation first. Opposite of what I want it to be. My numlock isn't on. Pretty solid. I'm gonna move this over here, I think. Perfect. And this other one, I think we're actually going to have to pull out this for cut. Because I'm thinking we want it to be rotated sort of like that. Except we actually are going to straight up cancel that because I forgot to flip it. Very important part, flipping it there. I don't like how it did that. That's better. I think that's good. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of fixing, but that's alright. Really, it's just as long as most of it's actually correct. I think all the stairs are probably messed up. Yeah. We're not going to worry about that too much, though, because I think it's relatively okay. Just make sure we don't have any holes. Fix some stuff like that. It's a bit weird, but it works out pretty well. And it certainly sets the stage for the dungeon pretty well, I think, so... I'd call that a success. I think I need to also work on the spear a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit to make that function a bit better there. Oh goodness, yeah, this whole thing's a mess. I'm gonna have to fix this one part for sure. It's at least a little bit better. I think this is absolutely what we're going to be taking a screenshot of for this one. Perfect. Love that. I still missed quite a few diamond blocks here, though. So let's go ahead and... Actually, I think this brush should still be accurate. Yeah. Just fill in those spots again real quick. We'll probably have to create some pedestals for these eventually as well, but... Because, you know, we got... Well, this one actually doesn't seem to be floating much at all, so that's good. Here, I'm gonna grab a drink. Much better. Alright. Alright, we need to finish up this little section here and also do biomes. I forgot about biomes. We gotta do that too. So, grass block, podzol. No, we want to do 75% grass block, 25% podzol. There we go, got that done. Now we do need to go back to the diamond brush. Here. Fill in that area. And now we got to do our biomes, which is going to be a bit of a pain. Because of some of the glitches here. Let me figure out what biome is this actually. Struggling to find it. Just normal taiga? No, snowy taiga. Okay. So we'll go ahead and grab snowy taiga here. Fill in that and grab ourselves a bit of snowy slopes from what I recall in this area. And then we do frozen peaks. For the rest of it. And hopefully we don't miss too many spots. Because I do not have my biome visualizer because it's not working and I don't know why. Oh, I forgot about this area. Oh well, that's alright. We'll be grabbing it in a second here anyway, so won't be too big of a deal. There we go, got that filled in. Set a few more of those arrows there. That is pretty solid. Definitely like this area. We'll 100% have to think about what to do with powdered snow, though. Because this is definitely the area to use it. Ah well. Let's go ahead and grab some brushes here. And we're going to work on connecting some of these caves in. I'm thinking we're going to have a cavern area here. Which we'll have to cover up on the top side, it looks like. Ah, well. Stuff happens. Stuff happens. Just gotta work with it. So not do that, preferably. Don't want to be doing that. And we'll work on smoothing out this set of cave. There's probably going to be a more complicated one on the second set. This one I want it to be relatively simple because it's supposed to kind of be like post the pre-dungeon area. Or build-up area, so I don't want it to be too sprawling of a cavern system, more just a pathway than anything else here. But I still want to add a little bit of twist to it just to make it a little bit more interesting of a cavern. sure to get all the pieces smoothed out here. And then figure out that we missed a spot. We'll get that filled in here. We gotta come back out and re-smooth this entry, like so. Packed ice, nice 10, and mask the lapis blocks. So that we can fully paint the cave here. We'll expand our mask just a little bit here. So we can get some of the harder spots to paint, just won't have to worry about it. And we'll do redstone block mask here real fast before we grab the other one again. This one's going to be quite a bit harder to do. So we're going to just start by planning out some of the pathways. Gonna get a little bit of an ice bridge. Go ahead and plan out the entry chasm a little bit more here. That verticality aspect is always important. That's why we got to make sure we have these bridge areas in, just because they give us that distinctive verticality so that you can really see the room as a grand thing. I'm sorry, my allergies are acting up a bit again here. Alright. Oh goodness, that was not very good. Smooth out the bridge area. As well as the rest of this entrance cave, so we can start to get a feel for what we're looking at. Oh boy. We're gonna also have to do some fixing out there, it looks like. That's alright though. Stuff happens. Oh, goodness. Allergies are a pain. Alright, we should be better though now, hopefully. Do we have to fill in anything over here? It doesn't look like it. Looks like all we need to do is refill in ice here, and we should be good to go, looks like. We're just gonna smooth out the chasm area here a little bit more. Allergies are such a pain. Oh, shoot. I think I accidentally bumped my mouse there and closed the game. That's unfortunate. We'll get that fixed, though. Get back into it right now. All right. There we go, we got everything back now. Gonna work on this little space real quick, just because we know I can't do anything else here. Ooh, that's not probably going to smooth well, is it? I don't know, maybe it'll be alright. Alright, with the little openings there, that's fine. I'm sorry. Just having such huge allergy problems here. Oh, I think I got an eyelash in my eye. Goodness gracious, I'm struggling so much today. Okay. Well, we're kind of back. I think we're going to add another chamber of sorts here. Just to kind of help with the sizing a little bit. Make it a bit more of a bigger cave than just a couple of small tunnels. There we go. I think we're going to get another kind of double tiered type room going here. Again, just to get a little bit more variation going. A bit more grandeur. Oh, still having huge allergy issues here. That roof done. I think I am gonna actually pull out some melt and melt this a bit. Not a ton, because I like the thin, but just widen it up a bit more. We'll go ahead and smooth out this part of the cave. I really thought I got it out of my eye. I still have it there. This is ridiculous. Okay, I think maybe we got it this time. The ice caves probably here probably look a bit weird compared to a lot of the other caves, but that's alright. Because they're ice caves, I want them to look kind of different and weird and wacky. So I definitely count the kind of wacky that we got going on here as a good thing. I'll work on this section here. Get that filled in. Come back around and finish smoothing out this area. Get this area. There we go. I think we are just going to close it off. I don't want it to be too massive of a tunnel. So I think we are just going to close this off and then make sure that the whole thing is sealed, which I believe it is, but... we'll make sure before we call everything in here done. Yeah, I think we are good. Except for my allergies, which are definitely not good. Even though I thought I had this taken care of. Gosh. Alright, let's get this all moved. Textured, not moved. Oh, see, and that's why we check, because I hadn't finished this side yet. Goodness gracious. These allergies are really killing me today. Oh. Dang it. Oh well. Not too big of a deal. Do a second pass through just to make sure it's all cleaned up. We will continue onwards with our texture. Oh. Oh, goodness gracious. Give me a second. Okay. Okay. We're back. Hopefully, maybe. Trying to be back at least. Still having huge problems, though. My goodness. Alright, well, I think that's all of it, though. Except for this area that we're going to have to cover up, but that's not a huge deal. Not too big of a deal at all. Hello there, Ursa. Welcome in. Let me give you a shout out there. I saw that you're still not doing so great. Any better today, or still just about as terrible as it has been for you? Because I know you've been having such pain. Makes my allergies, the problems that I've been having this stream seem like nothing, I'm sure. Bit more movement back. Pain not quite so stabbing. Well, it's better than nothing, that's for sure. Really do hope that that gets fixed for you. Glad that it's getting slightly better, though. Right now, because I forgot to mention, we're working on kind of similar to what we were finishing up with last stream, but we're doing dungeon prep. So we're working on the ice caves leading up to the dungeon area, and then we're going to work on actually prepping a lot of the area itself. We might do some structures as well later on. Right now I'm just covering up a part that of the tunnel that I just made, so that's not showing up on the map and looking weird. Get back to doing art again. Yeah. I actually started drawing some stuff again myself on break. Haven't done it in a while, but started to do a bit of drawing. Again, trying to get some practice in to drawing some stuff before I have to go back to college. Yeah, it's different because I'm, not drawing buildings this time around like I would normally be with architecture, so it's cool to actually be doing other stuff again with it. What was I doing? Oh, yes. Yeah, I will, eventually. It'll be in a different channel than normal, though, when I get there. I've been trying out some different skills, so trying to learn some anatomy stuff. Because, as I've discovered, it's kind of helpful to understand how to draw those concepts, so... Right now, we can just do this. People drawing is indeed hard, I agree. But I want to improve... Well, partially I want to improve my structures in Minecraft, the statues I've been making. So I want to kind of figure out how to make those look better. And also because I want to improve my entourage for architecture, which also helps if you understand at least a little bit of anatomy and how stuff works there, just so that you can actually position things somewhat realistically. Let's see if I can get my... There it is. There we go. Got that. Alright. But yeah, so these are some of the statues that I actually created somewhat off screen. There's going to be a series on these on YouTube. And I was struggling an absolute heck with making these statues. They turned out pretty well, but it was a pain. And so I'm hoping to be able to improve my ability to make these statues. That's the hope. Okay. Also added a couple new commands to CloudBot. So there's one new shop item and a couple of other new commands. Sorry, trying to deal with allergies there a little bit. We can go work with trees, or we could do some structural work. Kind of stuck on which one I want to do there. Well, might make a tree, and then come back and do structures. Let me see what my rock. Load rock one. What does this rock look like? Oh, that's a pretty good rock. We can use that rock. In the snow area. So that'll be a good one to do. We're gonna go ahead and make some trees real quick though for the area, and then we will probably go do structures. So we're probably gonna make maybe one tree, and then we'll go do some structures. Do we want to do taller or shorter? I think we're going to go taller first. Let's go over a couple more blocks actually here. Oh, that's why you're not typing. So sorry. I don't know. I feel bad now. Streamlabs is being mean. Streamlabs is being very mean. I might have to go fix that. Give me one moment here. Let me see if I can, That was stupid. Go away. Okay. That... hopefully shouldn't happen again. I did not realize that was enabled. I feel bad now. I feel very bad now. Something else to time you out in the future. You're good at finding the things that... Yeah. Not the best skill to have in the world, huh? But yeah, I've been experimenting, well, maybe not experimenting, but I've been trying to do a couple of different types of trees here in the asset world lately. Which you can already kind of see. A bit different from my normal tree design that I have going, so... You're used to it and not to worry. Okay, well, I won't worry too much about it. Still, I didn't want paragraph protection on anyway. That's not one of the ones I really want, so... I'm okay with people sending long messages right now. Could change in the future, but right now that's not a big deal. How did I do this? Did I go down to just 1 block branches? Looks like not quite. Yeah, there's a couple of things that I definitely want on there, but quite a few of them I'm just like, I don't need that. I just forgot to check, because I just set it to minimum moderation, but didn't realize that even that was gonna have some stuff that I don't quite like. I know the one that you need to be careful about is probably spam protection, because I'm sure people will trigger that one. Which is one that I do kind of want on there, but I might also need to modify some in the future, if I can. But yeah, I'm trying to do, instead of the typical spruce trees that I have, trying to do something a little bit more interesting. Do some like more pine-like trees, something a bit straighter, and then I'm going to cover them in snow, so we can have like some snow trees. Oh, spam protection. Sorry, took me a second to realize there what you were asking. That's one that I want because I don't want... I mean, it's hard because on the one hand, do I really care that much if people are spamming? Maybe not, but at the same time, it's a good one, so... But that's one where I'm like, I may just need to customize it if I can in the future, exactly what counts as spam. If I can, I'll have to look at it and try and figure that out. These trees have been hard so far. Yeah, I have it turned off right... Well, actually, I'm not sure if I do have it turned on. If I do have it turned on... Whoops. Because for the most part, I don't want it to be on. I don't expect people to be sharing too many links anyway, so... You could get timed out again. It could be fun. It could be fun. Ooh, yeah, that's actually looking okay. I wasn't sure it was going to, but it's looking decent. I struggle with trees sometimes and trying to figure out if they're actually doing what I want them to or not. But I think this is going pretty well. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. It's not the best thing ever yet, but we still got a ways to go, so... Actually, well, no, never mind. I closed CloudBot, so never mind. I won't know. I am planning soon with my CloudBot to add a jump scare sound effect. I just haven't found one yet. Ah, you don't have any links worth sharing. Oh. What kind of artist are you if you don't have any links worth sharing? Come on. Oh, well, that was actually... You know what? I take that back. I should... kind of hard when you aren't exactly able to do art at the moment, so I take it back. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking it was. What do we think about that? That's pretty good. It's not perfect, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And just in time, too, because we are about ready to... take a brief break here. I'm just going to mark out our lovely trees here before I forget. Then we will be going on brief break. Alright, yep, that should be good. Schematic save pine tree 2. Well, maybe we can't do it the way I was hoping to do it. Schematic load pine tree 1. What is pine tree 1? Let's figure it out. Ah, fair enough. Okay. Well, maybe it's not quite perfect timing, but we're going to take a short break here, and we will be back in a moment, hopefully. Not too long of a moment. Okay. Let me get the music back down here. There we go. Alright. And no game crash. Let's go. Big wins, big wins. Okay. We are going to shift our focus slightly. Yeah, I've been expanding the ocean. We're not working on the ocean, though. We're going to go back over here to work on the thing that I'm not sure you actually got to see any of. And we're going to work on this cave area. I actually want to see how different those are to each other. Not very. Yeah, we did this at the beginning of last stream, and I didn't think you were watching then, so I figure you hadn't caught any of this. But this is the underwater coral cave dungeon thing. That we're going to be working on today, for now. Would prismarine be a good background? It looks very coral-like. Well, that's good. Well, what we were talking about is that, especially when it's blue, it kind of looks like the water reflections that you would get from waves when you're under the water and you look up at it, and you kind of have like that ripple effect. Or like if you're actually in a cave and there's water, light reflecting off of the water, it kind of makes this sort of pattern on there. It was kind of unintentional, but also turned out really great, so big happy about that one. There isn't going to be a ton of structures in here, but we want some for sure to be in here, so let's see. What's going to be a good set? Probably just polished. Yeah. This is just to start establishing the style, though. We're probably going to have some grander stuff in here later. Some ruins, and probably in some other stuff, but I want to start with a building that allows me to establish the style first. And we can work from there. Oh, this is actually wrong. That's why something's off. Well, wrong might be the wrong term, but inaccurate. Not the way I wanted it to be. That's more accurate. Gonna have like a colonnade type idea here is what we're doing. There'll be some form of walkway behind it. Just don't know what kind yet. Three. 1, 2, 3. And this will be our corner. That one. It's not symmetrical, but that's alright. It's alright. We'll live with our imperfection there. But yeah, for the most part I want the terrain here to be essentially the dungeon. With the structures more acting as an addition than really a part of the dungeon themselves, per se. If that makes any sense at all, which it probably doesn't. And some point in the future, we'll take this wall out when we're actually doing interior work. And there'll actually be something behind that. Ah! I could do that. Well, maybe I could do that. Because I need to do, what, a third one? Oh, we can fit it in. You're right, we can fit it in. I was thinking because of how the spacing worked out that it just wasn't going to fit in at all. But you're right, we can fit that in. So we can definitely do that, and then even if it doesn't fit in perfectly, because it won't, then people won't have to yell at me about it being not symmetric. Then we're gonna find... Now see, this is the fun part though. Slash line. Oh, I moved it over. Dang it. Oh well. Oh, that's not too bad. Could be worse. Could be so much worse. I actually think... I wonder... Slash schematic list. Do I have... Doesn't look like it. I was looking to see if I had a statue that I made a while ago on schematic, but it doesn't look like I do. And that is quite alright. Let's go one more here. Actually, that's gonna end up being like that. So we're gonna do... Let's actually go to about, that looks like about 3 blocks. And then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna make it get skinnier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. Perfect. And then we are going to get walls here, because what I've discovered is that walls are pretty good at easing that transition from blocks in, which is good. Well, that might not be... I was going to make it that thin, but now I'm thinking it's not going to look right. I think it might look better to go 2 more out and just do that. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. I'd like to have it be super thin, but it's just not going to work out the way I would like it to, and that is okay. Next thing we need to do is find the middle. Center, white wool. Okay. That is alright. It was right here, right? Yes, okay. And we want to go here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think is going to be good. Line, red, concrete. And then we will go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, I believe is correct. Same thing there. That is going to look a bit weird, so we're going to have to curve this out somehow. Still looks a bit awkward, but it's much better, so I think that's what we're going to go with. I know normally I would use the curve tool to do stuff like that, but the area is very complex and it would be really hard to make it look the way I want it to, so we're opting for this instead, even though it's not great. But I think I'm going to get a better result out of it this way, so... yeah, that's decent. It's not perfect, but it's decent. just get our extra bits of detailing in. Looks fun. Yeah, it's decent. It's not super fun, but, well, I shouldn't say it's not super fun. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. I have methods I would prefer than this one over this one, but it works. I'm just not going to be able to live with this, am I? I just can't. It just looks so wrong. But it's alright. We'll live with it. We'll live with having to do weird stuff. The things I do for my build, dang it. Yeah, see, it looks so much better. Oh, I'm gonna have to do something similar over here now, too. Bunch of nonsense this bridge has been, but hopefully that looks decent enough. Yeah, I mean, it still looks a bit awkward, but it does work now. Well, it's gonna look weird there. Actually, I know what we can do. There we go. And now we want tough bricks. Hmm. Feeling more confident about it now? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it looks kind of interesting, so I'm not opposed to it, and I kind of like it. I've also discovered that most of the time, if I just go with something, it generally tends to work out alright, so... And I think that's a pretty good bridge, so... Yeah, but I want to put, like, some statues, like, right there, but this is, like, a pretty good kind of opening, I think. I might try to put some form of thing going on here. I'm not entirely sure what it would be. But I want to try to get some other structures in this area just to kind of get the idea down. What does that look like? Ooh, that's a really nice block. That is a gorgeous block right there. I'm trying to think of what I could pair with this, because I don't want to pair tough. I could do cobblestone, actually. How does cobblestone seem? Then, of course, we also have... copper options. Actually, that one might be what looks good. I'll experiment a bit more later, but that might be the winner right there. That would be a lot of copper. Well, alright, we're gonna texture this piece now anyway, so let's just go ahead and do that. X10, mask, red, concrete. Almost forgot to put slabs in here. Ooh, almost forgot to get that guy in there too. That would not have been great. Would have been fine, but it wouldn't have been great. Yeah. Get those in there. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Brush, sphere, waxed, exposed, cut, copper. Then... Ooh, yeah, see, I think that looks really nice. I'm actually thinking we might... even pair it with, like, a crown, maybe? Actually, you know what? I wasn't going to steal this, but it might be what it needs. Honestly, yeah, I think that's the one. When I say steal this, this is an idea one of the build servers has for their pillar details. And I'm just going to yoink it, because I think that it is the right way to go. Has the right amount of lightness to it, I think, so... That's why this feels off. Because I think this is actually... Yeah, this is actually one too close. Whoops. Yeah, because this should be there. Okay. Maybe we'll do copper crown as the orange. Can be our copper crown. Yeah, that'd probably look good. Although we might want to consider doing fully oxidized instead. And do full green motif. Ooh. Ooh. Actually, that might be the winner. Look at that. Look at that as the design. That's pretty good, actually. I wasn't going to do this originally, but I think we're going to now. Well, it doesn't do that much for it. Well, I think we gotta. I kind of like the green. I'm not sure. Waxed, chiseled copper. Waxed, oxidized, chiseled copper. Yeah. What do you think? Do you like the orange or do you like the green better? The orange stands out a bit more, but I don't know. The green looks kind of nice. I'm leaning towards the orange here. I think it might look better because it stands out more. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna go with. I think it looks just a little bit better. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Which I do want stuff to feel like it belongs in the cave, which I think it does, but I also want to make sure stuff stands out. It's also great because now I can do this. As a detail. which the lighting would be much less so if I was using a different color here. Different oxidation. Which is nice, because now we actually have, like, some lighting in the cave itself, which I think is nice. That looks pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's pretty good. Next. Exposed. Cut. Cover. Skin yellow. Concrete. 10. Ooh, that looks pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I also can't wait, because if I recall correctly, these can be waterlogged, right? Yes! I've been waiting for these for so long, dang it. And also because these make a really good pathway thing that's I've been waiting for them. They'd be so good for... Wait! Hold on. Wait a second. Wait just 1 second here. Where is it? Hold on. Oh my gosh. Yes, 100 times yes. Oh, it's so much better. Let me actually make sure that this one isn't... This one might look slightly better. Oh, this one looks so much better. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, yes. Now I can get rid of all of this nonsense. Okay, well, it's not complete nonsense, but... Oh, it's so much nicer. I know, I just realized it's the I was looking at it, I'm like, hey, this would make a great window texture. And then I thought about it, and I was like, oh my goodness. It would make a great window texture. And remembered that I had this issue of needing to have secure-like windows in this area, and not knowing how to do it. Well, baby, now we know how to do it, and it's gorgeous. Might not be quite the same shape-wise, so might not be quite as nice per se. But, oh my goodness, it's so much better. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. Oh, it's so beautiful. I know, such a eureka moment indeed. It's beautiful. I still might need to do some little stuff like that just for some of the windows to keep it looking exceptionally nice, but... Oh, it's so much better. Oh, it's so much better. Okay, I've got to do a test now, though. Because I don't know. Complementary Shaders probably doesn't actually have anything to say about it at all. But can you imagine if the sun was coming through this and I have the updated Complementary Shaders pack? This would look so good, because you would have, like, the cross shapes coming. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. Oh, it's so perfect. That made my day. I am so happy now. This is why you check stuff out. Because sometimes you just might remember that you have the perfect block to solve all your problems. And I'm gonna have to relog. Here. There we go. Much better. Oh, but that was excellent. We need to get... So, that's not the waxed version. Slabs. Slabs for most of it, I think, should be fine. We are gonna have to grab stairs, though, for this area. Or, actually, do we have wall? We don't have wall. Alright, we're gonna do stairs, then. Which will hopefully not look too bad. Yeah, it looks okay. That looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. Could be better, but that's pretty good. It's a very interesting bridge, though, that's for sure. That is an extremely interesting bridge right there. Okay. This looks like the perfect place to stick a building. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to do some interesting stuff with this here building. Not sure how well that's gonna go, but we're gonna try. Grab slabs here. And we'll do secondary arch there. I guess if we're just using solid cut copper, I can just use solid cut copper now. Not there, because that's going to be an opening. Then what I'm hoping to do is make an open colonnade area there. Perfect. Is that right, or is that wrong? No, that should be right. Let me grab the right staircase. There we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. We used this one. Is that right? Hold on. No, it's not right. I need this all to move up one. It's 2. Oh, wait, no, not there. There. Too bad it doesn't have a copy paste view. It does. I'm just building this section first because it's slightly different. And then we will probably go copy the actual stuff over. Because the problem is that some of it's different. But like, now I can come over here and do this. And do that, except it still messed it up somehow. And, I mean, thank you for reminding me of it either way, Ursa. It's always appreciated. But now we can check out how this looks. Just a second, we can check out how this looks, I guess, actually. I will also say, sometimes it's because I also just feel like building something by hand over using World Edit. So, sometimes I like to save time, and sometimes I decide I want to do it the slow way. Do think that looks pretty nice, though, so... Actually, I wonder, can I get this to stay on if I grab MBT? Nope. That is a shame. That I'm going to have to turn every single one of these on manually. Ooh, yeah, see, that looks pretty good. And I haven't even put the second floor on yet, so that's nice. Absolutely beautiful. We're gonna have to variate the design in the future, for sure. Don't want it to keep being quite so repetitive all the time. But for now, that is pretty good. I might work on that wall a little bit later. I think for now, though, we are going to go ahead and call it here for the day. Monday will be normal, stream-wise. We'll have normal streams. That was the plan, yes. Let me find that real quick. Oh, I can't type raid to find Valora. That's not how that works. There we go. There we go. I got it this time. Yes, we will raid Valora. Stream should be on Wednesday, on Monday like normal, next Wednesday like normal, and then Monday will be slightly different because I'm planning on doing a watch party Monday evening for the release trailer in 2 Mondays, not this next Monday. So, but yeah. Thank you for joining, and we will go ahead and initiate that raid.